All right, Coach. I just asked Anthony about the mood of the team. What do you have to tell a team like this that's so young after watching a lead like that evaporate in the last couple minutes?
I think you have to use it as a teaching moment. I was concerned at halftime. I wasn't chipper at halftime at all. I anticipated this. I thought we would relax. We're not to the level of maturity yet that we can understand the importance of finishing off a ball game for 40 minutes. I just try to use it as a teaching moment.
What do you think some of the things that you what are the things that you could harp on? Great defense in the first half. Second half they scored 39 points. Do you think that's one of the bigger things when you say they've relaxed a little bit with defense? Or
I thought our defense in the second half was just awful. I mean, all they did was shoot layups or get fouled, and the intensity level that we had in the first half, we left in the locker room. We didn't guard the second half at all. That's why we went to one possession zone, because it was a foul or a layup every time down the floor. We thought, make them shoot a perimeter jumper, and we did, and they made an NBA three.
What you see out of Lola tonight, Barry?
I thought he really played well in the first half, Todd. We got to get to a point where we can throw it inside and not turn it over. And guys, I don't mind telling you, I'm crushed. I did not see this coming. I didn't see this coming. We've had great preparation. Our kids have given me everything over the last couple of days. I did not. I am completely at a loss for words. I did not see this coming.
There was about a 5-minute stretch in the middle of the second half. You still had a lead, but you made some really inexplicable turnovers. Kids trying to do too much. Just what was happening there?
Bizarre, Les. I don't know what to tell you. Two really bizarre turnovers. We had a kid drive baseline, jump up in the air, and make a pass to me. I was open. I wasn't playing. And I was blocked by the fence. I still do not know what happened on Sean's turnover. I didn't see it. I just turned to myself. I said, what happened? I didn't know what ever happened. I mean, it's a play that we'd run, we'd scored, we were going to get fouled, and I don't know if I've got to look at it. I don't know what happened. Next thing I know, they're blowing a whistle, and it's out of bounds. The most bizarre turnovers that I've.
Anthony mentioned too that you'd get the ball down low and pass up the shots and kick them back out and then take a heavily contested. I mean, is it people just not recognizing where the good shots are? Or?
I think, my honest opinion, Les, is that I think our kids, I just think at times they're scared to death. They don't want to take the shot. I know Anthony's not shooting the ball well right now, but he's not afraid to shoot the ball. And we have two challenges right now. We have a lineup that can score, but they can't stop anybody. We have a lineup that can stop people, but they can't score. And that's our conundrum. And, we hit a stretch today where we were really struggling scoring, and we subbed a couple of guys in, and they just gave up layups. I mean, just could not guard their man, and just gave up layups. And it's, I always err on the side of defense. And today in the second half, our defense just eluded us for whatever reason.
Barry, Devontae Brown is somebody who generally isn't going to hit a three-pointer, and of course he hit three late in the game that were all big. Just talk about your defense on those plays. I mean, generally that's somebody who you probably prefer to have shooting those shots in the usual case.
I think, first of all, statistically speaking, who's shooting them, and then where he shot them from. I can't fathom. I'd never let a kid, and I'm sorry, it's just me, and great for Greg, I don't have the confidence in one of our kids pulling up on a dribble from an NBA shooting. That just surprised the heck out of me. Well, great. I mean, he was in rhythm, and he pulled up from the NBA line and made a great shot. We thought we were going into overtime. When he pulled up, I go, we're going into overtime. And he hit nothing but the bottom of the net. the big three, I felt when we went zone, he was also way out there. And, just give the kid credit. He made two really big shots. Made 3 threes, but 2 of those were big shots.
You were talking about you had one unit that could score and couldn't defend, one that could defend and couldn't score. They had 0 bench points today. Do you think that was more of a testament to your second unit's defense, or maybe just an aptitude from the Sycamores?
I think in the first half, I think you can give a lot of credit to our defense. I don't think you can give any credit to it in the second half.
Rebounding 40 to 27, you scored 17 second chance points. You're gonna win most of those games, aren't you, Barry? Just tip your hat to that. To the Browns.
Todd, I go back. I think right now, I think it's really simple for us. We got a lineup that can stop, defend, and rebound, but they can't score. We've got a lineup that can score, but they can't, for the most part, they can't defend and rebound. And I say that a lineup that can score. The lineup that we think can score is not scoring right now either. So that's just kind of a catch-22.
Coach, when you say that you didn't see this coming, are you referring to the fact that you thought if you guys were in a position to close it out, you just would get it done?
I say that in no way, shape, or form disrespectful to Indiana State. I say it because our preparation and our attitude had been great. I knew we were going to play good today. I just knew we were going to play good. And we had individual meetings, team meetings. I knew we were going to win the ball game. I'm sorry. I think as a coach you have to be, there's just times that you feel that way. We were going to win today. I just knew we were going to win today. And that's why I'm caught off guard. I'm really caught off guard.
You talked a bit about bad defense. You had here 3 players with 4 fouls. A lot of them, you could hear from the fans, they weren't approving of the referee's call. Do you have any comment about how the officials called the game, or do you think it was bad defense by your team?
The official didn't turn it over 10 times. They didn't turn it over 10 times, and the officials didn't give them layups. So, no, they had nothing to do with the game.
First half, obviously, with a lot of energy, and you have a nice lead. Do you feel like you missed some opportunities? That lead could have been more 16 to 20 instead of 10 to 12?
Yeah, I think I thought there was a point in the first half where we let them back in. They got it back to 6 or 8, and we got it back up the lead. But during that time, we didn't play very well offensively. We did defensively, but we weren't playing real well offensively. And we can't make a 3. No one's guarding us. You heard Greg. I heard Greg on the bench. Back up. Back up. Nobody's guarding us right now. That's the problem.
Barry, are you encouraged at least a little bit that at winning time, last minute, on your offensive possessions, you get Caroline hits a tough shot, Anthony hits a tough shot that, as you said, in most cases would have put you in overtime. Is that at least something small to build on that you go forward with?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, we're to that point right now with these guys. When you got a young group and you walk into a locker room that's lost 6 games in a row, you got to be fairly creative. Now we'll take tomorrow off and we'll try to collect our thoughts, but it doesn't get much better. We're going to head to Wichita State on the road, but it's a great challenge for our kids, great atmosphere to play in. I think the thing for this basketball team, and specifically for the head coach, is that we just take it one day at a time and try to get better. And I knew this was coming, but I didn't think it would be of this magnitude. I really didn't. And maybe my expectations were a little out of whack. But I'm just at a loss for words, guys. I'm sorry.
Anything else for Coach?